Please take your seats. To the second promoter, completely coming here from Thailand, Professor Yamabai, from the School of Biotechnology of the Sunari University of Technology in Thailand. Very welcome here. I hope you enjoyed the ceremony and your stay in the Netherlands. Also, two other persons from outside the Utrecht University. Dr. Marieke Klein of the Department of Process Engineering of the University of Delft, and also of the University of Delft is Professor Dr. Michel Epping, also of the same department, Department of Bioprocess Engineering. I invite the first opponent, which is Professor Epping, just introduced to you, to start with the opposition.
Thank you, Mr. Rector. Dear candidates, I can say that I have read your thesis with pleasure. It's very nice to read because I'm quite well in this field of biopharmaceuticals, and there are very nice chapters, topics in this thesis. I have a first question that is in chapter 11 and of let's say chapter 1 in let's say page 11 and 12 you give an overview of examples of genetic manipulations to improve.
I read it with great pleasure. I think the work is indeed very relevant topic in view of so many biologicals being produced and the wish to have them affordable as well. So first question I have is from the introduction. Maybe you could elaborate a little bit more to explain what you mean with the sentence you wrote, which I will read. So it's where you compare small molecule drugs and biologicals. So you wrote, these products are often composed of monoclonal antibodies, vaccines, blah, 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 and are engineered to interact with specific molecular targets, enabling a level of precision not commonly achieved by traditional pharmaceutical products. So my question is, what do you mean exactly by this level of precision? Is this mechanistically on how the drug works, biological versus conventional small drugs? Or do you have another intention with this choice of words?
Circulator opponent, can you tell me the page number that you refer?
Page 2, actually.
In one day?
Right, I mean, you are the hope of the country, okay? Right, I can continue? Yes, all right, yes, of course. Not only you, we will have, you are the one of the important human resource of our country. And maybe I go back to another question is that you have used a SHOW, the HFR system for the model of the study of all these chapters that you report. But then, what do you think you can translate this knowledge into another SHOW system like SHOW GS and other SHOWs?
Yes, I think so. But because as my study, I have the result that compare the production between SHOW DHFR and also SHOW GS, and I found that there was a different response to the chemical additive between these short cell line. So anyway, I think if we would like to apply the good result or positive result from the show DHFR for the show GS, it need to validate the experiment, and also it need to optimize the experiment like presentation.
The committee will now withdraw for further deliberation. The session is adjourned. Please take your seats. I hereby reopen the session. Madam doctoral candidate, this committee, installed by the Board of the Conferral of Doctoral Degrees, has considered your dissertation and has heard your defense. The committee has decided to confer on you the title of doctor. I now kindly ask the supervisor, Professor Mastro Battista, to invest you with the honors in the traditional fashion.
By virtue of the authority conferred on us by law, and according to the decision of the Board of the Conferral of Doctoral Degrees present at this session, I hereby confer upon you, Salantip Yarusuntanakorn, the doctoral degree to which are attached all rights and obligations towards science and society as laid down by law and custom. Do you promise always to perform your duties according to the principles of academic integrity, honestly and scrupulously, critically and transparently, and independently and impartially.
I promise.
Then I present to you with the diploma signed by the rector and supervisors and bearing the Great Seal of Utrecht University. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Are there any pictures? Yeah? Okay. Please, there's more, of course. During your stay at Utrecht University, you also followed quite some courses, for which we also have a training certificate. That is maybe a good remembrance of all the courses you have done, and something you can show to any person interested in what you have learned here. In addition to that, to remember your time in Utrecht, we also have this medal, the Uips medal as we call them, where you can basically see the entire chain of drug development, to which you have contributed a small bit. And I think it's a nice remembrance that you can take with you to Thailand. And that's not all. Of course, I think I can continue, right?
You can just
I also would like to say a few words now that the official part is over. Die laudatio. So, dear Dr. Jarusin Tanakor, dear Sanatip, congratulations on the significant achievement. An achievement that could only be accomplished by perseverance and patience. I also extend my warm regards to your family, particularly your parents, who are undoubtedly watching this live stream with immense pride. Your doctoral journey began in 2014 under the supervision of Professor Huub Schellekens and Dr. Andy Khalib, supported by a Maidol University Academic Development Scholarship. Your initial project focused on the in-house development of alemtuzumab biosimilar, with the aim to make an affordable and thereby accessible alternative to the originator for patients in low and middle income countries. The first step was to design the plasmid construct for recombinant expression of this monoclonal antibody. To expedite the process, we opted to outsource plasmid production, a decision that, in retrospect, presented unforeseen challenges. Upon receiving the plasmid, you eagerly commenced transfecting the CHO cells and selecting high producer clones. However, despite numerous experiments and ELISA assays, no or low signals indicating alemtuzumab production was poor or absent. We initially blamed the sensitivity of the ELISA and spent quite some time in trying to optimize this, including the development of immunoliposome-based ELISA to increase the sensitivity. But to no avail. We started to doubt if the sequence we obtained from the company was actually right, and after sequencing the plasmid, we found out there were indeed mutations that explained all of this. After more than a year into the project, it was discovered that the plasmid contained mutations. I already said that, sorry. We were back to square one. Furthermore, the extensive pipetting required for the ELISAs led to repetitive strain injury in your wrist, temporarily halting your progress. We then transitioned into a new project involving automated lectin microarrays for rapid glycoprofiling of recombinant antibodies, and you made steady progress with that. Unfortunately, after quite some time in the Netherlands, your scholarship concluded, necessitating your return to Thailand. Despite substantial work and several initiated projects, completion of your thesis was still far away. Moreover, Professor Schellekens' impending retirement added to the uncertainty. Frankly, at that time, I was quite concerned about the feasibility of getting your doctorate. However, you remained resolute. And as the Dutch saying goes, als de nood het hoogst is de redding nabij. Help arrived when Professor Yamapai from the Institute of Agricultural Technology at Suriname University of Technology provided her guidance and laboratory space. This allowed you to progress smoothly, leading to 3 research chapters and publications on optimizing antibody production in CHO cells by applying multivariate data analysis and by the addition of supplements in the growth medium. Soon, the prospect of getting your PhD at Utrecht University was realistic again. This would not have been possible with the help of Professor Yamabai. My sincere gratitude for all your efforts and for your willingness to guide Sanatip in a journey in Thailand. And I also would like to thank the members of the Reading Committee and the Promotion Committee today present, as well as all who contributed to this thesis. Special recognition to Andik Halim, Huub Schellekens, of course, and Maripas Marquez for their assistance with the EPO stability studies. Sanatip, you embarked on this long journey to Utrecht with a clear objective, getting your doctorate degree. You faced numerous challenges, but you persevered. Your perseverance and patience are commendable. While Professor Schellekens and I were not always prompt in our responses, but we have often slowed down your progress, your determination remained unwavering. Now you are a Doctor of Philosophy from Utrecht University, an accomplishment you should be very proud of. But that is just a piece of paper. The perseverance and patience that you have shown is a quality in life that can bring you further than any doctorate. And no matter how big the problems you face, you always kept smiling. But today, your smile is bigger than ever. Dear Sanatip, once again, congratulations with this big achievement, and I wish you all the best in your future career, and I hope we keep in touch. I've said.
Thank you for this summary of the history and this appraisal. Very learned, madam. On behalf of the board of the conferral of doctoral degrees, I congratulate you on the honors which have been bestowed on you. I see on your thesis some nice molecules referred to as monoclonal antibodies, and we know they are all well targeted. I hope that this certificate, PhD certificate, will target your further career in life. I hereby conclude this session.
Right in.